Today, 23rd February 2025, we are going to St. James Building in Salford to have a podcast with our Honorable Chancellor, Dr. Mrs. Chioma Mgbeokwere ni Okerafo. Dr. Chioma served as a Labour Councillor for the Clifton and Pendlebury ward in Salford, with her current term running from 2023 to 2026. Her work as a councillor and community leader is informed by her background in public health, with a particular focus on social and cultural factors influencing mental health. Beyond her official duties, Dr. Mgbeokwere is actively engaged in community initiatives. She is associated with the IBO Ladies in Diaspora Aid (IBDA), an organization dedicated to empowering women, especially those who may feel isolated due to cultural stigma. Through IBDA, she encourages women to socialize, pursue education, and integrate into the community. In 2021, she played a pivotal role in organizing the Our Salford My Home event during Black History Month, which aimed to showcase African arts, language, and culture, supporting Congolese, Nigerian, Afghanistan, and Asian women. Her many-sided approach combines her expertise in public health with a commitment to cultural awareness and community cohesion, reflecting her dedication to addressing both the health and social needs of her constituency. She is one of the most influential Black women in Greater Manchester. We present Dr. Chioma Mgbeokwere. Ma, we are very, very happy to have you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you for answering our call.
Thank you.
Today is just about knowing more about you, what you stand for, what you represent, your service to your community and the world at large, how you use your position to empower your community, women, especially this your NGO, MBO Ladies in Diaspora Aid, and your aspiration in life or your prospect, and how you intend to carry on, doing what you're known to. So just relax. It's going to be a friendly interaction. Okay?
Thank you.
Ma, can you please tell us what inspired you to pursue a career in politics, and what was your journey like becoming a councillor?
Right, like I previously was saying, my journey being a politician when I was much younger, like most African Nigerian parents do, they always tell the children, you're going to be a doctor or you're going to be a lawyer. And my career was like pre-planned for me to be a medical doctor.
Oh, bless.
Sorry, Dad and Mom, they're late now. Sorry, I didn't become a medical doctor. But I'm so happy I was not. I think it was too much. All kudos to the medical doctors and nurses and the carers out there. I still do things towards health, which is good. So hopefully wherever they are, they'll be proud of me.
Definitely.
So, anyways, I told my dad I always wanted to be a chartered accountant and a politician. Though my dad was not a politician, but he was, he did a lot in the community. But I think he wanted me to be a politician because he said politics is dirty. That's the way he defined that. But my dad, however, bless him, was never anyone to stop you from doing what you want. So he worked with me all the way to do whatever I wanted to do. And as I grew along, I did different odd jobs in London. And I think with Dad's help as well, helping me out with my CV and how to write statements. I worked in financial firms, one of them the banking. I did a lot of years with the banks, a couple of banks I worked with. So I got my strength, and my idol was always my father. So being a politician would be, I was an activist in uni, in college. I've always loved to be the voice of the people. Wherever there's something wrong, I want to come out to speak for people, on behalf of people. And my dad was always saying I'm that child that was always outspoken. Anywhere you see me, I love to carry the crowd to speak on behalf of. I always advocate for people. If I see something wrong, my workplace, you're not doing anything right, I will speak on behalf of the people. So even my work, I was always made the branch champions, the union. I was always a rep. So I was always picked up to do something. So who's going to do this? Most people call me Chichi anyway. They'll say Chichi is the right person. Chichi knows how to say it. And that's how I went in. Now, I've always been politics. I've always been in school. I've always been rep or class rep. Anything that was most people picked me up. In school, I was always active. But labor, I've been in labor for years since my family, they're labor, most of them. So I've always been with the Labour Party. So I've always known the ethics of politics.
Politics, okay.
So
because I can see that coming up from your background has really have a very big influence, to for your approach to governance and policy making, which is good because it's like it's inherent in you and inborn. So I can see from what you've been saying that your family, your educational journey, your perception is all centered on this governance, and being in front of a peace mouth for things. You make things happen. That is very, 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 very good. So, where there are any moments, or people in your life that really push you towards this public service?
Right. In Salford, I've always been active in community. Before the IBO ladies, I've always done, lots of people come to meet me for things. And I'm always, I call myself like a solution provider.
Oh, so. That's good. That's good. You see, that's amazing. That's amazing to hear.
So, wherever anyone wants, they come to me. I'll just sort it out for them. So, with the Salford City Council, somehow, I've always tapped into my Salford City Council. Like example, if my neighbor said a bin or something's not done, I'll take pictures and just send it to the Salford City Council website. People looking for houses, overcrowded.
Oh my God.
I would just go sort it out. I'll go with them to the housing, or if they've been kicked out, I'll go all the way to Swinton Gateway and go with them. Make sure I'll speak on their behalf. I will make sure and escort them, even bring my car and get their things and make sure they give them an accommodation.
Yes, see, this is what I wanted to ask you now. I wanted to ask you, what has been the biggest challenge, you have faced in your councillorship, and, can you share a proud moment of you? That is what you just said now. You see, which means they're a very versatile person. You know what you do, and you're born for this job. I'm really proud of you, ma.
Thank you.
Congratulations. So how do you balance the demand of being a councillor with your other commitments, including community activities?
It can be, I think if you're not caught up to be a politician or a councillor, you can't do it. It has to be the motivation and what you're called to do, your destiny. Because you find out that you make out time for everything.
That is it. Because it's not easy. Because your work is so demanding. Your diary is always full. I know what it takes me to get an appointment. So how do you combine it with family life? It's not easy in this new dispensation with pressure from domestic pressure, societal pressure, your community pressure, and even your political pressure. So how do you combine?
First of all, before you become a councillor, it's part of our training and a part of the word that asks you how you're going to combine this with your family life. And before I became a politician, my family, I've informed them and they know all my journey and they followed me through it. They've been part of it.
Good.
And especially my girls, all thanks to them, they've been very understanding. They've known mom, we're going to share our mom with people. Anyways, and people always come into the house, so they're used to it. However, I know when to stop. Most people call me a workaholic, but I give my children, I'm always there for everything in the school. The school, they know me. I'm always there for most meetings. Any meeting I can't make, that means I can't make, but I would endeavor to make. And emails, everything, I keep on top of it. The teachers, they know me. And everything, I'm so passionate about my kids.
Oh, that's good. That's amazing to hear. You see, so many mothers struggling out there. Especially with the situation in the world now. She's an embodiment of inspiration, a beacon of excellence. She's a trailblazer. What she puts her mind in is, And it's not good to sit down and mourn. Get on with things. And that is what she's doing. She gets up. She doesn't think about, what if this happened. She just get on with things. That's how life is. Never you lose hope. Never you relent. Keep on moving. That's what she's living in our heart today. Keep on moving. Never you give up. Don't say no. Don't even give up before you even start. That is it. So let's take us to another question about community and representation. So you have been involved in so many initiatives, like Our Lady, our Salford My Home event with the IBDA. So how do this effort contribute to the vision of community integration and representation?
Salford My Home has been a project we brought. Salford is so passionate about refugees, asylum seekers.
Okay.
It's a story that is open to diversity. Whoever, no matter who you are, you're welcome to Salford. And that's part of what our mayor, Paul Dennett, stands for.
Good.
And so
it's nice to hear this. It's nice to hear. You see, wherever you are in the city of Salford, don't suffer in silence. There are people there. Your councillor is here. Your mayor is there. They are people-oriented people. They are there to help. All you need is to speak out. Whatever the situation. You see, when we have problem, it's human being that will still solve that problem. It's not supposed to be like that. Whatever that is it, try to speak to somebody. Thank you, ma. Continue.
So without that, if you notice today in Salford, we'll have black councillors, Asians, BAME, I call the word BAME, being open. I'm one of the first 3 women, black women, to stand in Salford to be a councillor. And it's an achievement to be the black women. And not only that, in my ward, I'm the first black person to be a councillor in my own ward.
Congratulations, ma. That's amazing. That is good to hear. Can we remove stigma? Can we remove I can't? And look at her. She's an inspiration to all of us. If you put your mind in something, you will surely. It may take you time. There may be some hurdles, but definitely you will get there. She was narrating a story, how she started her journey. And look at her now. She never allowed her dream to go. She started with Union. And look at her now. She is in charge of Salford community in Greater Manchester. What an achievement. So, what do you think your local council can do better to support diverse communities and ensure their voices are heard? And as a black woman in politics, you have faced so many unique challenges. And how have you navigated them?
Our Salford City Council has done a lot. They've given an opportunity to a lot of black people and Asians and other groups, the BAME community, the LGBT community. Salford City Council, from when I moved into the city from 2005, has changed. They've revolved around people. They've welcomed a lot of people. They still, like when we had the Ukraine, they welcome people. They gave people houses. We're still doing affordable houses. And we've invested as a Salford City Council into those houses. We're still building a lot of places. And Ame is seeking for ways financially to make it better. And majority, when you look at, we're looking at the percentage of BAME and people coming from refugee, asylum seeking countries, there are loads of them, and they've made provisions. And in fact, I can't fault my council. I can't fault the city. They've done a lot. Education, they've pushed people even when they don't have money. They've worked with Salford University to make sure people get education, to get at least an acceptable education, even if they don't want to do a degree. They have other courses like ASO to help people.
Affiliation courses.
Yeah, affiliation
Yes,
courses
yes,
to help
yes.
people to do something. They don't even have to charge you for it.
Yeah. So can you, tell us, maybe somebody listening to us somewhere may be interested in having, such an opportunity. So how can they get in touch with your community or your office to, like you mentioned about housing, you mentioned about education, which is one of the paramount things to help every community to evolve, to grow. So how can people get in touch when they have such problem, and where can they?
When you come to the city, come and introduce yourself. We always say come to your councillors. If you're thinking you're scared of the councillors, you can come to the community leader. And one of the I started as a community leader before I became a councillor. So you have a lot of organizations like the Igbo Ladies in Diaspora Aid, where for women, even if you're a man, will still signpost you, will help you. A lot of organizations will help in Salford. As long as you approach any organizations, we'll have Warm Hearts, we'll have WSH BAME, we'll have upskilling,
Yes.
we'll have loads of organization, we'll have even Councillor Wilson and Gorziza that is very friendly at face. We've got the Asylum as well, organization. They're all there, they will help you. Well, we've also got the store for CVS.
Okay.
And if you come there, we've got Jeremy that would help you. They're always, anybody
Can help you.
can help you. You can even come to the Suffolk City Council online.
Online.
And
Yes.
they would help you. They will signpost you. And we're all that face. We're friendly faces. Nobody looks at who you are. They would help you.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Anybody listening to us today, you've heard it from the horse's mouth. If you're living within the conference of Salford City Council, don't feel isolated. Don't feel you are alone. All you need is to reach out to people like an honorable here. Go to Salford City Council website. I think all the information will be there. And we will try as much as we can to put most of this information in this podcast so that you'll be able to reach out. Please don't suffer in silence. Yeah, ma, you have done exceedingly well.
Thank you.
And that is what humanity is all about, you see? Because there are some people, when they reach such a level or a position of authority, they will build walls so high and they become unapproachable. But from you, what I'm seeing, despite all your countless achievements, you are also an inspiration, to other people in greater dimensions, and even to my expectation that somebody can easily have access to you. And it's a privilege even interviewing you here. Thank you, Ma, for this privilege. So, but what advice can you give to people, especially women and minorities, who want to enter into politics but may feel discouraged?
I was talking to somebody today in my office. There's a word: never, never, ever give up.
Yes.
A dream starts by when you're lying down in bed and you're thinking, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. Just when you think, I want to act on it. Sometimes it's hard. I was telling somebody today, I surround myself with people that are positive. Because
Yes.
when I can't do something, those people would nudge me towards they would nudge me into achieving my goals. There's nothing you can't achieve in this life as long as you're alive.
Yeah, yes.
Having the right set of mind, the right frame of mind, the right mindset is very important. Don't deter when people tell you you can't do it. Don't look at that. Focus. I always say biblically, the author and the finisher of your faith, look up to Jesus, but you look up to where do you want to be in life, and say to yourself, I can do it. If Obama can be the Prime Minister of US,
President,
America,
yes.
a black man. There's nothing stopping you from being what you want to do or what you want to achieve. It's very important to reset each day when you wake up. Say to yourself, I can do it. Have a focus and make sure you finish it. Don't let anything stop you from finishing whatever you started. There's going to be struggles. There's going to be time you fail. It's okay. It's good to fail. Because from your failures, you can build your strength. From your failures, you can build your success. If the present Prime Minister is Trump, he was said to be a criminal, somebody going to jail, and still he set his mind to say, I'm gonna be the Prime Minister again. And he was able to achieve it. If Trump, the reason I use Trump, we know his records. And he said he was going to be the Prime Minister. That man had failures, and he turned his failures to success. How much you that have never been to prison, that's never had a criminal record, you can achieve it. And for those of you that have gone to prison, or something is stopped here, look at Trump then. For example, I've used two men, Obama and Trump. And those are the two men because one stands for the negative and one stands for the positive. And yet they became the two prime ministers of America. Then nothing is stopping you. You can do anything. You can achieve whatever. As long as you set your mind. And the word is never, never, ever give up. Thank you.
Yes. Oh, what an inspiration. This woman is, I don't know, she's a beacon of excellence. Believe you can. You are already halfway there. Never you give up. She has said it all. Your affirmation should be, I will, I can, and I will do it. Even if you fail, like she said, failure is a good thing because it signifies that at least you're doing something and you are on your way to your success. Because when you fail, you learn a lesson. There must be lesson to learn from failure. And the failure is always a stepping stone for success. Because when you fail, it makes you a stronger person. It makes you resilient. It makes you, strong and have more focus. But when you give up, that's when you fail. She has said it all. Wherever you are, maybe you are a minority, wherever you are, you feel you have been discriminated, you have social stigma, you are, don't shy away. As long as you are born in this world, you have a journey. And you have a purpose of living. This is the reason why we do what we do. Because we want to celebrate people that have gone beyond all us, all expectations, and achieved excellence. We want to tap into their journey because we learn by emulation. We learn by example. She has left an indelible footprint in this community in Greater Manchester, Salford Council in Greater Manchester, in England and in UK as a whole. What an inspiration. That's why we do what we do. Ma, we thank you.
Thank you.
So from now, I know I'm going to ask this question. What is your ambition? What's your prospect from here? Are you thinking of coming back, being re-elected, or are you aiming for a higher position? Because somebody like you never stop. And we know that you've not finished the good work nature called you for. So what is your...
Every day I aim higher. I belong to lots of things I've represented. I'm a socialist, and also one of the top women in Northwest that have been elected, one of the black women that's involved in a socialist in Northwest. Also, I've written Emotions 3 that's been successful, presenting to a government, which will be pay gaps, childcare, and inequality, gender inequality. And those are motions I've written. So I never stop, you're right, because I'm a workaholic. As a councillor, hopefully, I'll go further. So, yes, I'll continue to represent Clifton and Pendlebury, my ward. I'm so passionate about that. I think I've got a lot to do, and it's a stride, like I want to set a space for other councillors. So I want, once they see, they will know Chichi's been here. Yeah. Chichi's done a lot of work here. So I want to keep people on top of their toes, and so that I can create more opportunity for other people, especially for black women, so that they would be proud to say we're not a waste, and people can brag about us to see our handwork. And yes, I intend to go further in political world.
People of Pendlebury in Clifton, you know your chancellor. You know what she stands for. She's approachable. She's here for you. So whatever that is there that you need her to do for you, I present her. You know, Ma, can you tell them how, especially, I know you have said it before, how they can approach you, because you are a mouthpiece for women. Your NGO revolves around not only women, but unprivileged people. Your work for mental health, your work for minority group, you know, because from all you've been saying, it's centered on people vulnerable. So how can they be able to contact you in case they want to write to you personally and all the things?
I'm reachable. If you go on our website, Salford City Council, and you Google, if you put in my name and Councillor Chioma Mgbeokwere, I will give you the information on how to get me. You can get me by email. I tend to respond. We have chunks and lots of emails, but I would always get back within 2 weeks of you writing me. And that's councillor.mgbeokwere at salford.gov.uk. I repeat, councillor.mgbeokwere at salford.gov.uk. Holler me anyway, say anything. I would always reply. You can also get me on Twitter. You can also get me on Facebook, Chioma Mgbeokwere. Type, I'm the only one, the lady with the different color hair. I'm the only one, so you can't miss me. Just even type on Google, Chioma Mgbeokwere, you can get me. Anywhere, any handle, I would respond. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a pleasure speaking with you, Ma. Thank you. Thank you, our viewers. You've had it all. Follow us more for more explosive interviews like this on SylGold Media. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye.